Thank you, Mr. President. Good afternoon, colleagues. You guys have probably had, at least some of you probably had some issues with annexations in and around the areas that you live in. HB 155 seeks to get some clarity on some of that. Over the past couple years, the Georgia Department of Community Affairs has experienced repeated challenges in fulfilling their statutory obligation in fielding annexation arbitration panels. They cited that they've been unable to find enough panelists to serve on these panels for a lot of reasons, including the increase of the number of these cases, also a lack of qualified people and volunteers to serve on the panels, a very limited 15-day timeline to establish the panel. They say that's not enough, and then also the pay that those panelists receive. So what happens is when DCA fails to establish a panel, the department opts to dismiss the annexation altogether in favor of the city. So a couple points here. It improves the timelines for these arbitration panel selections. It extends that time frame for DCA to propose the annexation arbitration panelists from 15 calendar days to 15 business days. It also gives DCA the time it needs to properly review the objections and propose qualified panelists. It's a fair process for the panel selection. Once the panelists are proposed, both the city and the county have 5 calendar days to strike certain panelists. It maintains forward momentum in those cases. If either party chooses not to exercise their right to strike, the process continues and DCA retains the authority to appoint the panel and keep disputes moving forward. The second part of the bill deals with special administrative permits that are intended to simply be administrative approvals so they can be done reasonably and quickly for property owners or petitioning a business or applicant. The legislation simply reverts the special administrative permit process back to its intended administrative review process and also allows for direct appeals of zoning decisions to expedite the legal process when a zoning decision is challenged. Mr. President, I yield for question.
Question. Senator from the 42nd.
As Senator yield?
Of course. To my friend from the 42nd.
And I really appreciate your attitude. I just wondered if you could weigh in on the potential amendment I see. I believe it was on this bill. Address that. I was trying to help you out.
My neighbor to the north is bringing a friendly amendment. I'm going to let him speak on that. And our good neighbor, Representative Anderson, in between us, this is his legislation, and he's kind of stuck dead center of myself and the senator from the 50th. So I'll let Senator from the 50th speak on the amendment.
Okay, I just want to make sure you lifted the collar and understood what was in the amendment. Thank you.
I do. Thank you, sir.
Recognize, Senator, you have a couple more questions. You're free to yield at any time, though.
I'll yield the well.
You yield the well.